That was really something.
How invigorating!
Let's give it a try. Transcendent.
No pain!
Get this off of me!
We'll eat you first. This house belongs to Mother, as you belong to us. We shall start with your juicy entrails, then slowly savor your delicious brains.
Are the rest of your mother's children so chatty?
Thankfully, no.
Get ready!
That's the spirit.
They're mine.
Not bad. Not great, but not bad.
Watch close. That's interesting. Even the best gets better.
Won't end well for you.
That's one hell of a move.
Monoforms are for the weak.
They've got friends.
We may not be ready for this thing yet. Might be smarter to pull back until we know what we're up against here.
Yes. Surrender. Be eaten. Fill our belly with your tasty fear.
I shall fill your belly with my blade, demon.
On it. It's weirdos like these that give people like us a bad reputation. Don't blink.
Touch us!
Watch me.
Even we have our limits.
Here it comes.
Don't tire yourself out now. You are puny. Stop your struggling.
It seems I'm indisposed at
I could use some more practice.
Mother blesses us with power. Mother blesses us with strength. We protect the mother and are rewarded with your meat.
And to think Lilith was a vegetarian.
Playtime's over.
We will make you pay for that. Fragile, but not as fragile as you.
Don't think they're getting up from that.
No escape from me, demon.
Hold up! We don't know what we're dealing with yet!
Such easy prey. What?
Hey, big guy! I was in the neighborhood. You know, being friendly. Seemed like you folks could use a hand, Doc.
Spider-Man!
Jeez, Eddie, what happened to you? That's sort of a horrifyingly terrible new look. The tongue was gross enough, but whoa! Someone is extra touchy today.
We will rip your face off and suck the marrow from your bones!
Always nice to see you too, buddy. So, I'm thinking your friends here could use a little break. How about I take Eddie here for his afternoon walk? Don't worry, Doc. That's just his way of saying he cares! Congratulations.
New world or not, some things remain unchanged.
The look. What look?
Boldly charging headfirst into the jaws of your enemy. Courageously risking the lives of yourself and your teammates. Just to play the hero.
This is the Fire Dragon all over again.
Fire Dragoon. My memories may be fragmented, but as I recall, I killed the bastard.
And all it cost was a village.
Of course. I see it now. The look.
Cut him some slack. It wasn't that simple.
It never is. Which is why I sent you to help. If Spider-Man hadn't come along today, we could have lost far more than...
Then the Sanctum?
Or Wanda.
She means I could have died. Again, putting an end to her eternal crusade against my mother.
You've been through a lot. For now, it's enough that you all made it back in one piece. More or less. We'll talk more later. Get some rest. Not to be the nagging old lady, but I told you not to push too hard.
You actually did go medieval on their associates.
Hunter, you look scathed. Hey, for what it's worth, I think you did okay out there. You got some decent hang time, even given you were wearing... On the Stark scale of reckless yet daring heroics, I give it a solid 6 out of 10. Don't worry.
where exact...
Oh, that's the real question, isn't it? Sky's the limit for you, my friend. Unless you'd be up for wearing a space helmet. You do breathe air, don't you? You know what? It doesn't matter. I couldn't help but overhear Auntie Caretaker over there telling you to get some rest. That sounds like a good idea to me. I suppose I could keep you company on the way, seeing as our rooms are in the same direction and all. Besides, no one should be forced to walk the hallways around here alone. So, here we are. The old room, huh? It's not bad. Functional. Solid construction. Almost cozy. Love the antique furnishings from the early Mephisto collection. Full transparency, Hunter, there's another reason I asked to join you here. Stopped here before, while you were out. Wanted to surprise you with a nice little housewarming present. Was all set to write you a lovely welcome note, but I'm fairly certain that wasn't red ink.
But I do not have a quill.
Even better.
Relax, Tony. I simply jest. It is an ink derived of the spider lily flower. Red spider lily flowers.
Of course it was.
With just a touch of amphibian blood.
Haha! Another zinger. And we'll just leave it. Well, I suppose I should leave before whatever monstrosity that is most definitely hiding under your bed jumps out, rips my face off, and then proceeds to feast on my...
May your sleep be filled with...
Right back at you. Oh, and if you hear the shrieking of a grown man, please ignore it. It's just me, walking to my room. Hi, I'm Tony Stark. But if you're hearing this message, you already know that. When I'm not saving the world, I solve the world's problems with technological means, like the one you're holding. I call it the Spark, a secure information and communication device built only for superheroes. It does all the usual. Private messages, pictures, and calls for some reason. But it also comes with access to Superlink, a private social network exclusively for your cape-wearing, world-saving compatriots. You might ask, Tony, aren't you just repurposing a failed product from your communications division? If you do, I'll revoke access and let everyone else know you're a jerk. I call it the Wonder Man rule.
My old journal. Maybe it is time I start writing in it again. We were all so happy then. There was never enough room for my armor in this thing.
Then we advance.
No! Hold the line! I can stop her! Only I can stop her!
Charlie! I know. I missed you too.
Let her enjoy the moment. She's been visiting your door every morning for the past 300 years.
Oh, it must have been so hard on her.
Not just her. I suppose that's why I might have been a little curt before.
A little?
You already made the ultimate sacrifice once. Maybe I'm in no rush to see you do it again.
We do not choose our destiny.
But we can choose to duck.
First lesson you ever taught me.
And still the most important. Especially now that you have all these eyes on you.
I have noticed.
To these people, you are a being of myth and legend. A grand hero of old. And they're right. You are a hero. But I also know the battle that rages within your soul. It's not enough that you are a hero. You need to decide what type of hero you will be. I am sure there will be plenty of opportunity for that in the days to come. For now, I would head to the Forge. Our new guests are eager to show you something. This was a lot easier when it was just you and I beheading the Dark Legion as we traipsed through the woods.
Don't forget about Agatha.
I never could.
Good girl, Charlie.
Next thing I know, the Sanctum is airborne and covered in slime.
I'm not sure we've ever had so many eager new recruits come along in such a short time. We must be doing something right.
Yo! Heard about what happened in New York, Hunter. I'm sure whatever Tony's...
Something about the whole alien.
Now?
Think you can tell your friend inside there to turn it up a few hundred Kelvin?
I could. However, it might shatter the containment spell preventing him from incinerating this facility.
I think we're good. And just in time.
The Forge has certainly changed.
Right. Caretaker said this all happened after your siesta. What spooky castle would be complete without its own Babylonian demon-powered furnace?
Sumerian fire demon. His name is Babs.
Oh, now it all makes sense. Well, once you get past the esoteric terror of the situation, I've found this thing actually has some uses. Molecular bonding, breaking down evil gamma serums, fashion accessorizing.
Yes, speaking of...
Oh, right. It's ready.
Your armor seemed to offer minimal protection against the venom creature.
I noticed.
Yeah, I thought you could use an upgrade.
Well hammered, well fired. caretaker did not mention that you two are such skilled smithies.
Yep, I am Iron Smithy.
Perhaps you should just try it on. Still think I could have used a cloak.
I hate to admit it, but somehow this ancient forge puts any... Who would have thought mystically bound demon power would be so damn Certainly got that new suit of yours done a lot faster than I expected.
Tell me about this.
Well, you would probably know more about that. I'm still working on a way to keep track of everything that goes... Whatever they've got trapped down there. It's hotter than hell by a few thousand Kelvin, very pissed off, and real... But tools are just one part of the equation. You were out, what, 300? I'm betting you have questions.
I take it this new
Impact-resistant carbon composites, some patent pending... And hey, the built-in communicator means we can talk to each other.
So...
Lightweight, nearly indestructible, and modular enough... Frankly, I wouldn't have used your old suit to wax the Mandarin's car.
Is all this magic?
It might surprise some people to hear this, but I do... Isotope decay, magnetic fields, and gamma oscillation make a lot more sense to me than Eye of Newt, At least they did.
But you and the...
Well, no need to put a label on things. The guy is good at making sense of this madness every now and...
Seen anything?
What, other than my roommate? But on a more serious note, this place is legitimately haunted. Magic.
Was it suspiciously...
Actually, yes. Thought I was going crazy there for a second, but clearly I'm... It just poofed in next to me out in the yard. Cute little thing. Probably...
What sort of...
Oh, that's right. You were out a while. Basically, we've got a gigantic demon inside the magic box. Sounds insane.
I am
From where you're standing, I could... Still, I doubt I'll be branding one of these with the Stark Industries logo.
You must have...
Well, just your tip. Pops was a founding member of the military-industrial... Tragedy struck when I lost them both in a car crash, which turned out to be a hit from a rival corp. I spent my early teens at MIT, trying to clear my head. It was all set to follow in Dad. Then one day, fortune shined on me, in the form of some errant shrapnel that lodged itself just a... So I did what anybody in that situation would do.
I guess we have all...
Yeah, no kidding. I can't tell you how hard it was to memorize all that at Skrull Sleeper Camp. Just kidding.
Thanks for catching...
Anytime. Remember that creepy gamma goop you found from that hut? If you have a minute, meet me at the anvil over there and I'll walk you through it. I promise. What am I? A mirage?
Hunter, your new attire. I know it's easy to look upon me and simply see the universe's utmost authority on all things mystical and macabre, Hunter. How...
You mean a physician?
I assure you, Hunter, I do not jest. They don't call me Mr. Strange, now do they? Except for tone. Your awakening ritual was admittedly a touch more chaotic than I had originally intended, and, well, after your violent encounter with Venom, my oath to Hippocrates
You lost much yesterday, Doctor. I
appreciate that, Hunter. I admit I did not expect the child of Lilith. And you're right. I, for one, do not know if I will ever feel one. I still can't believe what transpired. The sang... With all my resources, all my gifts, I should have seen...
Lilith's power has placed a dark shroud over us all.
Your words are appreciated. Still, it's It's not just the Sanctum Sanctorum that was lost yesterday, it was my But I am determined not to let that happen with you, Hunter, which is why I am...
That creature?
Unfortunately, yes. In the simplest of terms, Venom. He's something of a fixture in New York these days, but typically his hijinks...
It sounds like Spider-Man is Venom.
Of course. I have no doubt Spider...
Tell me about your Sanctum's wards of protection.
In your time, I'm sure you... And the Sanctum Sanctorum was shielded by one such incantation. Often dismissed as pseudoscience in the modern day, ley lines, ancient civilizations built their temples along these lines. Two such lines converge at the Sanctum.
How did...
Wanda's story is... There was an accident on the Abbey grounds not long...
I feel like everyone is...
I can't say I'm surprised. You should speak to...
Let us talk.
Visit whenever you like, it's...
Interesting.
Now, I doubt advanced gamma thermodynamics was a hot topic at ye old demon hunting school, so I'm just gonna give you the condensed version.
I appreciate that.
Closest I've ever seen to this substance is pumping through Bruce's veins. Part gamma accelerant, part unknown element. Calling it coil for now, given its unique atomic structure. Man, I love acronyms. This stuff is more volatile than Nick Fury on a Monday morning. But Hydra doesn't seem to mind.
They're using it to get stronger.
Exactly. A few drops would make your average salamander look like Fin Fang Foom. Thankfully, with a little help from Dr. Spooky and our haunted oven over here, I think two can play at this game.
You are not suggesting we start injecting ourselves with it?
No, nothing like that. Though I can see some future applications for my energy drink line. I was thinking we apply this stuff towards upgrading our equipment.
I like where this is going.
Just give me a little time here and I can whip up some pretty fun toys. How about we give Hydra a taste of their own gamma-powered medicine for a change? So, how's the whole saving the world thing going? Big Tony's Forge of Mystery, we never close. Take a look. You're welcome, Hunter. I'm pretty sure Charlie left a steaming coil in the hallway. Third state of matter, indeed.
Hunter, when you have a minute, come meet me in the yard.
Intriguing. Ah, I see. curious.
Welcome to the yard. Caretaker put me in charge of your training. Now that we know what we're up against, any
I did.
Right when it's time to train? From all Sarah told us about...
Everyone loves you when you are dead. Tell me, does that mean you...
She didn't describe you as a snarky jackass, but he... All right, Tony Stark Jr., ask your
Can I ask?
I get. Is your name really?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Your mom, before she became the mother of demons, looked into your crate.
That is...
It takes all...
So...
No.
What is...
It's...
Is it...
No, the hunter, but I only share...
You do not
Not yet.
How did you become...
You say that like I had a choice.
How is that...
A vampire bit my mother. Don't know if that's how it always is, but that...
How?
I don't exactly know. Much of the last century was a blur. I have occasional memories.
What happened?
I killed a lot of vampires. I hadn't lost my mind exact. None.
And...
She gave...
What brought you...
Caretaker. About 10 years ago, she brought me back.
Did she?
She said she thought I'd be able to kill more vampires if I was acting on more than just instinct. She gave me safe haven here at the app. So when she reached out and asked me to be part...
Tell me a...
Oh.
Do you have any thoughts on the...
I think we're the only ones aware of the... And I think we're pretty green. Speaking of training, we doing this? Of course.
What can you...
Nothing.
I'm not at...
Fine. Which...
Tell me...
She's the youngest.
Why let...
She's usually right, and she keeps us on track. I didn't think we'd get along, but...
What makes...
She has a lot, and not anyone else.
What?
He's exactly what he seems. He's open with people, easygoing. Sometimes that comes... He's quick to make friends, and once he does, he's your friend for life. Anyone.
What do you...
Keeps to his...
That...
She's a private person. Until she...
When does she let...
At her own pace. Anyone.
Tell me what you think...
Well, there are a few people I tolerate. Sarah, I respect. I'd follow her to hell if I had to. And from what...
I am surprised.
I'm surprised that you're surprised. You know what she's like. Anyone.
Nobody.
Sure.
Why did you join?
Guess I never found the right...
Is that...
No, but that's all I'll share for now. If I trust you...
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Bad guys better start running.
Can't wait to pound some steel. Gonna glue my lats 3 times as big. That's what Robbie sounds like every time he hits the weights.
Привет, Hunter. Yes?
Time to take it to the next level. Caretaker said I need to be a team player. So I guess I'm letting you choose for me too.
Hey there. Like the way you move out there, Hunter. Guess doctors. I'm Carol. Carol Dan. Kidding. Carol's fine. Just thought Not gonna lie. Going a few rounds in Vampire Guy's Magic Thunderdome well, not so much fish as... True, if only a man-eating alien demon monster hadn't eaten ours. But Strange, Caretaker, and the rest of the funky bunch can try and magic their way through that shield all they want. If my time as a pilot taught... as in Hydra. Steve's always said they aren't much for talking. But then again,
Just how far are you willing to...
Let's just say that I'm willing to unleash the power of a quantum You'll... Find me in the war room when you're finished here. There's... Welcome back.
What's up?
Can I... Yeah.
No.
You do not...
Not...
What?
Not... She...
What... Did...
So...
How... Thank...
Knowing how selective the Suns can be, I'm honored to have been given this opportunity.
Nothing is certain these days, but these readings are too distinct to ignore. The gamma signature is...
Sorry, Bruce, we lost you. Did you say Gamma?
Yes,
Hang on a second. Come on, Tony. You managed to stream the Super Bowl to a Kree battleship 50 light years out. This should be easy.
Oh, we waited all year for that, and you know... This time I am working with actual magic, and let me tell you, it sucks. Ow.
The gamma signature is completely inverted. The daughter nuclei are being reabsorbed into the parent nuclei, which is impossible.
If the gamma signature from the Sanctum is really that unique, Bruce, then couldn't we just...
Sorry, still working out a few gremlins in the system.
Try sunlight, and whatever you do, avoid water.
Wait, you're being serious?
We should be able to track this new gamma signature to its source then, right? I'd do it myself, but we seem to be having a little IT trouble today.
Please. Old Central here is ready to grind through that data like chum.
What exactly is a Central?
C-E-N-T-R-A-L. Cognitive Encryption Net Transmogrification. We'll figure it out later.
Sending coordinates now. Hope your gremlins enjoy gamma spectroscopy.
Well, he's been a little moody lately, ever since, you know, the problem with the big old green guy.
I heard that.
Banner can't turn into the Hulk? Not sure if we should be frightened or relieved.
That makes two of us.
Oh, hey. Come on. Happens to everyone. Well, okay, not everyone.
Nice work, Bruce.
I know that place. Creepy abandoned warehouse in the bad guy part of town.
My favorite kind. Anybody up for paying it a visit?
Definitely.
Aw, see that? Teamwork goosebumps.
Find me when you're ready.
Multi-million-dollar piece of experimental technology, and she kicks it.
The two of us on the mean streets of New York? Evildoers beware.
Excited for another mission? I'm excited. I'm probably not even going.
It's been a long time since I've been involved.
Caretaker may not like it, but when I go out alone...
Stark's holographic monstrosity better not scratch my table. I can't just hop over to Atlantis and pick up another one, you know.
Something tells me these midnight warehouse raids are pretty normal for you.
Very.
Gamma signatures and unstable isotopes aren't really in my wheelhouse, so we'll be patching Dr. Banner through from Avengers Tower once you reach the other side.
Probably can scratch abandoned off the description of this place. You seeing this, Bruce? Getting all sorts of weird down there.
Johann Fenhoff. That hack. I heard he was dead. Well, hoped is perhaps the more accurate description.
Calls himself Faustus now. Hydra's resident mad scientist.
Not just Hydras. Liliths. That's magic coming from those crates. I can feel it.
Yeah? How about gamma radiation? You feeling that too? Because that's some pretty evil-looking Hydra tech down there.
Gamma and magic.
I'm gonna need you to use your science brain on this one, Bruce.
We need to approach this situation carefully. Combining those energies is an explosive proposition at best. Think scalpel, not hammer. Stealth, not strength.
Yeah, I don't do stealth.
Kill them.
I always considered Faustus a bit of a crackpot, but his fundamental science must be sound. The device would have surely exploded otherwise after your display, Carol.
Learned it by watching you, Bruce.
Hail that!
Weak, even for Hydra.
They're displacing!
Bring it.
It cannot possibly match your strength. You had your chance to escape.
That was something.
We will never forsake her.
That's not supposed to hurt.
Does someone feel a breeze?
Support units on the move.
I've never been one to buy into the science of magic, but the data I'm seeing is hard to ignore. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio.
You know you're talking to a vampire, an alien hybrid, and a resurrected demon hunter, right? Time to bleed.
I am impressed.
Getting better every day. Exactly what I needed.
Forever in service.
Barely a scratch.
How many times is that?
Hostile reinforcements inbound.
Is it possible he somehow stabilized the rate of decay within the particles themselves? How else could he be achieving such a high yield?
I don't know, Bruce. I'll be sure to ask him when we're done punching out the bad guys.
Come get it.
Now that was something. You are lucky to still be breathing. suffer for that.
Go, now, quickly! Let's go, go, go!
The perfect opportunity to field test Mother's device.
Watch out!
Get her!
For the record, Bruce, I did not smack that thing.
Noted, Carol. Perhaps you might direct all that energy towards your newfound adversaries instead. And the mysterious cargo they're attempting to escape with?
You should have brought more help. Is that truly your best? I feel more like myself every day.
damn if I don't hate fanatics.
You're wasting your energy.
I am not myself.
Armganza responding. We are immovable.
Preliminary analysis of the blast confirms high levels of gamma and various unknown energies.
Unknown to you. There is dark magic at work here. We must not let Hydra escape with it.
Weirdos like these that give people like us a bad reputation. Get ready.
Nice move. You'd think after 80 years of failure, Hydra would throw in the towel already.
One less thing to worry about. Approximately 16,342 more to go. I suggest starting with the remaining Hydra forces in your vicinity. clear. We won't be able to recreate Faustus's experiment or track potential future variants' gamma signatures without a baseline resonant sample from his initial occult catalyst.
Got it. Stop the truck.
I'm on it. You kissed a mother with that mouth?
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Well, that's exciting. Take this!
We've done it!
What is this thing?
Bad guy crate. Full of bad guy stuff.
I know those symbols. From the time of the first hunt. That glyph means barrier. That one, almighty. Something, something. Gods and demons.
So a spooky bad guy crate.
Very spooky. Designed to contain powerful magic. Be careful.
Got it. Don't cross the streams.
Never do. How about we get this thing back to the Abbey and see for ourselves? Nice job out there, kid. I mean, I didn't get Hydra bombed until my 10th run with the Avengers.
Kid, you do know that I'm a good 3 centuries older than you, right?
Then you've got a lot of catching up to do.
Okay, Abbey tournament tonight.
Sure about that? Last one got a little heated.
The eternal spirits of vengeance take technical fouls very seriously, especially in the fourth quarter.
Forget it. Tonight is movie night.
It is always movie night. Exactly.
Wow, out of jail again? Who made this game? Wilson Fisk?
Well, if parking is free, clearly no one from Manhattan.
You know what they say? All work and no play is how we ended up with Ultron. Come on. You should hang out.
I should rest. Another time. Let me see. How did this work again?
know you're awake in there. You just replied to me. Good. You answered. Getting hard to keep finding ways to say open door around here. And despite what Robbie says, I don't think the staff of One speaks High Elven. Blood magic stuff. Cool room. Spacious. Aw, is that bed for Charlie?
Yes?
So, if you're planning on giving me some sort of brooding code of the stoic warrior speech, I'm immune. Just ask later, Magic. From what I just saw out there, whatever crazy ancient living weapons stuff Caretaker put you through back in the day did a real number on you. We got a lot of work to do.
Work?
Yeah, talking to people, making friends, basic human stuff. Or quasi-human. You're a Midnight Sun now. One of us.
Nico, I was just Hydra bombed. I could use some rest.
You and me both. Been bad dreams every night for me lately. I, keep seeing Wanda. She... Never mind.
I will meet you outside.
Yes! I'll go nuke us some popcorn and you pick out a movie. Oh, and it may just be the two of us. The others went outside, needed to cool off. Really need to hang a fan over that forge. Or maybe crack open the casket of ancient wonders a little? Something tells me you don't have a favorite movie. Well, we can start you out with one of my favorites. I know this entire situation's gotta suck for you. I get why facing Lilith won't be easy. I was
Was your father there?
Dad was evil too. Long story, lots of drama. There was a cool Look, I'm glad my mother is gone, but yeah, at times I just want to hear her voice again. Makes me hate her even more.
I did not realize.
I just learned to bury it. You think I can afford... I'm kidding. Enough about our crappy parents. You missed out on decades. So, the first thing you need to know... Can we do it again? So, what did you... How? You've been...
I'm not so sure I was dead. Of everything. Much of this world is familiar to me.
That's not...
No, think of it like this.
You're up to date, but not omniscient. Then I'm...
Just what you should.
You're always free to ask. Like, what's the...
I had some
Sure. But first, the basics. The Staff of One interprets words or phrases as...
Can you tell?
It's, blood magic, so my own blood is required to summon it.
What about the words?
They come true. Kind of, and not always the way I expect.
I had some... Can... I had some questions.
The runaway?
Where are you?
Molly attends Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. Carolina left Earth to marry alien nobility. After Gert passed, Chase... As for Alec?
Were you all...
No, we were... First, our parents were supervillains who sacrificed children to evil gods. Second, each of...
What?
We ran, but eventually we realized only the 6 of us could stop our parents and... You know...
I should...
Good timing.
I'm glad to see you're using your free time productively. Looks like you're finding your way around.
I was planning...
Things are moving at a frantic pace. For all...
To stand...
You got that one from Agatha. She used to say it all the time. I am sorry. I should have had this talk with you much sooner.
What?
Fears, or maybe...
The loss could...
Thank you for that, but it's not just my loss. Agatha died in an accident caused by her protege, Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. Wanda's abilities were growing. Too quickly for my liking.
Agatha...
Yes, incinerated in an instant. So I did what needed to be done. I sent Wanda away. I know the others still harbor a great deal of
Wanda's powers were so out of control they cost a life. Your decision may have saved lives.
I like to believe that. Wanda. Agatha. I conjured a small shrine to Agatha's memory on the grounds, hoping to find some solace, a way to move. You should pay your respects. Good night.
Agatha!
You always did have... Just like... Maybe that...
The...
To commune with us...
Is this a trick of some...
No, it's no trick, dear. You're just the first to see me. I actually find it...
You are...
Always...
You seem strange.
After 1,000 years of...
And...
Meet me by the cave.
The Blood Gate? Care...
I think we can safely lift the veil on a few more... ominous-looking portal is known as a blood gate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Bloodgate? Caretaker's handiwork?
Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her.
I have noticed that.
What lies beyond is meant for you, as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge, that is.
You know I am.
I do. But it's always polite to ask.
Ominous indeed.
Is it? There was a time when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Ashtor.
Sarah, caretaker, was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The Elder Gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I should.
This entire realm exists for that purpose. Trial by combat, with no chance of outside interference. Yes, but I may have found a loophole they never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
Charlie?
The old gods are responsible for a great many creations, including your faithful companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good luck, dear. As the goddess of balance and order, Ashtor was sometimes called the giver of justice. You can expect a fair fight, or at least her idea of one.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. You had your chance to save. You were too weak for this fight. Your mother abandoned you. Feel my call. some for the rest of us. I am impressed.
Good girl, Charlie. Oh, and you too, Hunter. You finished this trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting.
This looks like
Sarah is right to be wary of this place. But it's the two of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your lineage follows an and if you call upon them, you might they won't work miracles for you. Why don't you ask the goddess Ashtor for her aid?
Ashtor smiles upon me.
After all this time, it's hard to believe Lilith and Caretaker brought this. Of course, it was no coincidence. This area is particular. That's why the Elder Gods and why our sanctuary here has remained all but And now, why don't you come see me? Oh, and let's keep this. Good night.
Good girl, Charlie.
Is this thing on? Hunter, please come to the forge at your earliest convenience. Again, that's Hunter to the forge. Thank you. Strange out.
Hunter, just in time. His Royal Weirdness and I were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate?
The very one. Though it is far from any mere container, I assure you. I am detecting powerful emanations from inside. If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies I sense inside to our advantage.
Yeah, I heard a we in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Your second funeral, boss.
Whatever artifact it... If Hydra is now working to acquire mystical
And you think you...
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I have no doubt that we can find a way... I just wonder what...
I would be highly suspicious of anything that Hydra has had in its possession. My advice?
With all due respect, Hunter, that would be short-sighted and foolish. For one thing, it's very, very hard to dispose of magical... Besides, I need all the...
And why is that?
Right now, with the Sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one hand tied behind my back. If I can find items to research, I can give the Midnight Suns every possible advantage over Lilith and...
I look forward to seeing...
Me too, Hunter. Now, all this talk is going nowhere unless we can get this... Step up to the anvil, Hunter. It doesn't bite. How may the Sorcerer Supreme assist you? By the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the Sanctum for years. The Sanctum Sanctorum is no common domicile to be burglared. These barbarians have no idea what they possessed.
Or perhaps they did. Maybe these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother were after to begin with.
A distressing thought. If they had my dagger, then who knows what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers. The Cube of Nothingness. The Tear of Profia, and most worrisome of all...
Your toothbrush? You, had a little coffee thing going on this morning with your breath?
Oh, Tony.
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the Sanctum's front door. Place is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
At last. Now that this artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see if we can make use of the mystic forces contained within. A simple object, though certainly not useless. I'm always in a few places at once, so...
Ooh, new coil. Let's get to work. Let's see what we've done here. What do you think?
Come back tomorrow, Hunter.
Later.
Hey, Hunter. Got a sec to spare?
You've been here more in the past few days. The forge is pretty badass. But the creature speaking of...
You are bonded with us.
Damn, you're good!
You are not the first Spirit of Vengeance to join the Midnight Suns.
Sometimes when I have crap to work through, I like to get my blood pumping. Why don't we hit the yard for a sparring session? That's what I call my Spirit of Vengeance. His real name is something you'd see written on a symbol, but with like 12 apostrophes. Also, he's not allowed inside after the...
I am the Scourge of the Lilin. My name is whispered in fear across the Seven Hells. When I fight, I make war.
Damn, Hunter! You talk the same kind of smack that he does. Okay, let's do this. I'll get
I will head... when you and Spark...
He's the guy with the flaming metal skull and hellfire chains.
Hunter, ready to get your burn on? I'm talking training with Ghost Rider.
Spirits of vengeance train the hardest. The time for punishment is here.
Nobody knows exactly what it is you remember, so they'll probably want to hold your hand for a minute. Don't take... Let's do this. I think we've got something for everyone. See you around.
Like playing with fire, huh? Hellfire forges the strong.
Hunter, report to the war room. We've got a mission.
You called for me?
Keep telling ya, Carol works too, but yeah, I did. Now that Tony's finally got a lead on some particularly gnarly Hydra operations happen.
Then let's get...
My thoughts exactly. There's just one problem.
Lost?
Well, I updated her on the mission. She said something I can only assume to be a prolific...
There's no passage to New York.
Now you see...
Every second we delay is a victory for Lilith. I have little patience for child's game.
No argument there. Look, I don't know if you've noticed it, but she seems to like... I've known magic just about as long as you have, and all I've gotten from her is a few grunts and words I'm afraid to translate. Maybe you'll... Well, when you phrase it like that, I'm sure she'll just be begging to help. Good luck, Hunt.
I shall return.
Fingers crossed.
Good day, Hunter. If you've come to ask me where magic is, the answer is, I don't know. She doesn't talk to me very much anymore. She blames me for Wanda. I fear if she doesn't let her go, it will cost us all. Go find her and talk some sense into her, will you? We don't have much time.